Hey guys, how y'all doing? Um, this is gonna be a video that's gonna have some very serious stuff in it, okay? Um, I've had someone sitting here, you know, these people been fucking with me for a long time, y'all. This has been my whole life, okay? Just need to understand, like, I've been dealing with psychological warfare since I was a little infant, okay? Um, these people are bent in the wrong kind of a way. You just don't understand. You have no idea what it's like to be around these kind of people unless you've been around them. There are people out there that do know. But ever since there was supposedly my youngest son had sent me pictures of him going on a cruise, and I'm like, that's not him. I just knew that wasn't him. Um, One, he wouldn't send pictures like that. It's just like the picture of, I'm on a cruise, whatever, but there's no people in it, no nothing. It was weird. And just the way, that's just not how he talks to me. That's not how he is. There's something very wrong. And see, when I was held hostage in, Rasputin's house, as we'll call it, okay? And there's a reason I use that term. I was being poisoned, drugged, who knows. They were trying to kill me and make it look like, natural causes or suicide, which I would never do that. But this is the one that, you know, called the police, sick the police on me, whatever it was, and, sit there and say I was a bad mother, which, no, I'm not. I was protecting him from him. Um, this is not a good person. Okay, this is someone that has a pedophile problem. Someone that on his phone was something that would definitely lead someone to believe is a pedophile. Do you understand what I'm saying? Um, I mean, it is what it is. And I want to know where my kid is. How come no one's looking for him? Because he's missing. And that person that, is messaging me back does not sound like him at all. That's not how he talks. Where is he? He's, 18 since October. So where is he? And then Rasputin telling me, and this is very recently telling me that, oh, he's a weak swimmer. No, the fuck he ain't. His dad was a surfer. Okay, I'm a scuba diver. I'm a very strong swimmer. There's no way in hell that he is a weak swimmer. This is all lies. But they're setting something up. They're trying to, these are people that want to take people out for money, for insurance money, for money. They'll do anything for it. Um, my kids are not safe. This is about save the children. My kids need to be protected. And, shit, so do I. But these people, this is why you need to have intuition. Like, how are they able to interrupt phone services? Like, if I want to message my kids, where are they? You know what I mean? What the fuck is going on? Um, if I message someone like, hey, happy belated birthday, and there's no answer, that's something is going on. Something is going on. And Uncle Creepy is involved, you know. I mean, the first sample would be like, the most obvious one, but these people are all involved. I have, uh, what's his name? White Rapper Boy messaging me and like throwing up pictures of, and I'm like, what is the deal with this? Always throwing up a picture of, like a Oriental woman, which brings to mind, see, like if you go and look at my mother's like posters, like the movie posters, what is it called? Like Valley of the Dolls or something like that. There's a name on there. I believe it was David Draper. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? All right, well, my last name happens to be Draper because, I was pretty much forced to get married by the government in order to get my son back. Okay, which is what they were trying to pull again this time with this, with the Rasputin character. Oh, I'm not marrying that. Oh, no. No. Um, So what they did is they got my son taken to hold him hostage. This is what they're doing. So, well, where is my middle child now? Why am I not getting an answer back? I mean, how would you feel if this was you? People doing this to your life, out to destroy you, out to make you suffer. I mean, why are these people setting this stuff up? They've already got me like dead on paper, just so they can get money. It's all about money. When do these people get arrested for the horrific things that they do? I mean, they've been out to get rid of me over, 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 and over, and over, and over. This is serious here. They're definitely involved up to their eyeballs and beyond in nefarious activity of every kind. I was poisoned and drugged. I mean, I'd go to sleep and couldn't wake up because I was being raped, because I was like drugged and poisoned. And it seems like I hollered out like it's like I was dreaming about shopping or something, so I hollered out all I could. I couldn't wake up out of it, um, in order to, stop the assault by Rasputin. So do you understand that these people use poison, drugs, whatever they can to do whatever they want to people? All these things that these people do are crimes. Why are they allowed to do this to people and no one does anything to them? They go to the police and talk to them and say things to get them bent against someone that's innocent, not done anything wrong. Nobody goes to talk to the person. They go and be accusatory and go to attack the person. Is that how that works? But yet the person that needs the help and the people that need the help don't get it. That's not how this is supposed to work, is it? People being taken because these people want money. This is all they care about. That's not something my kid's going to ask me. Are you well off yet? What? That's what little Twit would say, white rapper boy, the piece of shit half brother. I don't want to talk to you. And then they do this little victim online group of people that have been scammed or whatever, and it's him, in his disguise. In the fucking pictures, there's two pictures of two masculines and they're both in disguise, and it's still him. Looks just like the 107 character, the John Galt character, blah 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 blah. It's still the same loser, white rapper boy, in his CIA costumes. Yeah, go look in the community post of Expect the Expected YouTube channel, and that's XPECT. Okay, go look, go all the way down to the bottom and look at the picture that has. I don't remember when you look at it who you see first. You might see, hamster hairpiece, or you see white rapper boy, but click on it so you can see, it's the same person, but they just do latex or something like that to, whatever they do, attach it or whatever, make it look like somebody different. But I mean, this has been someone who's been showing up in my life, all the damn time as a different character. That's just, I don't know. That's what he does. That's just the way it's been, and it's been going on, like, on TV too. So, yeah, he's different characters on TV, or social media or whatever, but, that's who Lucifer is, okay? And my uncle is Samael. Isn't that nice? These people are evil, and they're at the very top of the cabal. So it's like, you know, it's time for these people to go down. It is time for them to go down. They think that they're going to get away with harming people. And that's their main thing, is to make someone look like they're crazy while they're the ones that are doing these horrific things. Yeah. And it's, they like to do destiny swap and make it look like someone else is taking over this person's place, and you're supposed to believe that. No. No fucking way. All they care about is money. They will do anything for money. And that's not the kind of people you really want running loose in society. They have no compassion, no empathy whatsoever. I was starved. And when I say starved, I mean starved. I mean, it was like a year of starvation. It was horrific. I mean, this is someone has absolutely no compassion, not a drop. Where is my child? Where are all 3 of my kids? I mean, you can't trust or believe nothing when it comes to even your phone anymore, who it is you're talking to. Yeah. Mm-mm. No way. Mm-mm. Yeah, I know better. I know better. I mean, where would he be? I mean, he would come visit me. Nothing would stop him from that. No way. All right, y'all. Well, I wanted to put this video out there so that people are aware, because, they try to come up and say something like, oh, went overboard on a cruise ship. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. No, that did not happen. No, they like to hold someone captive or hostage while they're trying to figure out what to do. Poison them, drugging them, waiting for them to die, but yet they don't die. I mean, this is someone, Rasputin was sitting there talking about a basement, soundproof room. This has been weird talk over quite some time. So what the fuck is really going on here? People like to have things built to hold people in when they're crazy. Rasputin was called the Mad Monk. So, and Uncle Creepy all involved. My fake sister, who's actually my cousin, all involved. All these people all involved. Definitely need to ask her husband what he knows. And the fake sister's kid, involved. Who is it that got surgery to look like me? They've been doing everything they can to get someone to take over being me, to, put them in my place and to get rid of me. I mean, they want to do this with me and my kids. Who else do they do this to? They do this with Hollywood people, so we know that this happens. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. But they're not good people. They don't have good fruit. They have to sit here and do things in order to steal from others that have, and keep them in the dark and keep them from knowing that they even have anything. What the hell is going on? Uncle Creepy likes to auction off people. If he can make money off of someone, he does it. I mean, this is someone that's, when I finally did get to go on a vacation when I was 19, we went to, San Francisco. And I mean, within the first 15 minutes of being there were, 2 fellows that were trying to kidnap me for, what do they call it, sex trafficking purposes, I mean, this is something that they had set up. They knew what they were doing. I mean, this has been a lifetime of these kind of things. But this shit needs to end. No more of this. Guilty people need to go to jail and pay the price for what they've done. You don't get away with this shit and go get you some insurance money. I mean, what the fuck? They set up people and to make it look like it's different people that this is happening, but it's the same people behind the same stuff. And they like to do this to people. You know, if they can't sacrifice them, then they're going to want to Manchurian candidate them into, you know, well, no, this is who you really are. No, this is your real family, or this is what's going on. Da 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 da. You know, I know something's wrong. I've been knowing something's wrong. I mean, I could feel it and sense it off of these people, even though they were doing all their little energy manipulation and stuff, but it was still telling me stuff. So, yep, it's time for things to be found out. You know, get to the bottom of this. It's unsafe. It's unsafe for people. These people will pick people up off the street if they know they have anything that they can steal, or they can do, you know, make it look like they're in a relationship so that they can do a life insurance policy or something like that. Be careful of being in relationships, people. Doesn't matter if you're man or woman. And if you have children, you need to be careful about this, because this is what people are up to. This is how the Illuminati and the sex and death cult work. These people are sick. Yeah, they're very sick. This is why they've got to drug and poison people, so that they sleep with them to put their sexually transmitted demons, and what I mean by demons, I'm talking demons, to put that on someone. You know, there's some very sick individuals in this world, and people need to know this, that there are people that do this stuff, and they don't just do things to women, they do them to men too, and to young people. They're dangerous to be out here, you know, and they will twist a mind any way they can. And if you're feeding someone drugs and poison in their food and their drink, or their sick other stuff that they do, I mean, I don't know, there's people talking about menstrual blood or something like that. Is disgusting. But they use this like in their witchcraft or whatever it is that they're doing, or I don't know, but it's disgusting. But they need to get to the bottom of this and what the hell is going on. These people do some really sick things. But they don't have the right to hold people captive and keep people away from a family coming together. You know, that was what the whole coronavirus was starting off as, was separating families. Wonder why? It's so they can do this, so they can steal, kill, and destroy, which is what Satan does, you know? So we have to stand up against it. We have to be strong and not allow this shit to happen, to let them know that they're not going to sit here and do this stuff and get away with it to people, because they will not stop. They will not stop until every bit of human flesh is no longer on this earth. Do you understand? These are money-hungry people, and they will do anything to get it. So they've got to be stopped now. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you. God bless. Take care.